Hey folks, it's Michael Johnson from ndg360. I was just out on my bike on Maisonneuve, recorded this short video on the left, which I'll play in a second. And where I took it from is here on Maisonneuve and Cavendish, just off the bike on the bike path of Maisonneuve. So I'll zoom in here a little bit. I'm right here, and you can see right next to the rail lines. And I'm talking about how difficult really it is for someone on a bicycle just want to go out for a ride, want to discover the new Falaise Saint-Jacques Park, maybe lock your bike up, go for a walk. You know, you want to just be out exploring nature, or you want to pick up some stuff from the new Aqavan, right? And there's a potential, really, I believe, for making more gentle crossings over the rail lines. These rail lines really separate us in a really negative way. So there's a nice bike lane along here, but there's no way to get nicely, it would be so lovely if you could cross the tracks and just maybe go down a ramp onto the other side and then cross over. But instead, we force people to go underneath along with the vehicles. So, people are forced into these dark and lonesome underpasses, these two brave folks here, right? Along with the cars. And when you're on a bicycle, I think there's a sign that's basically like, yeah, do your best. Please share it with the pedestrians, And that's a tough position that we put folks into, really. And it's so wide here. I mean, I think there's definitely space to accommodate all modes of transport. And anyways, people just drive, I find, very rapidly off Cavendish, only to be stopped at a red light at Sherbrooke. So all that acceleration, all that like zoom, zoom, zoom was really for nothing. So here's going to be my short. Have a listen. Enjoy.
On Neuve, right by Cavendish, where Cavendish exits. Right under the tracks here is Cavendish. And wouldn't it be awesome if right here there was like a level crossing for cyclists, pedestrians, for human beings to really gently get across and then go straight over to the Falaise, because that's where the Falaise Park access will be, around Cavendish and Saint-Jacques, and there's a lovely potential there. But would the train operators go for it? That's always the question. I think there's a lot of these opportunities for access across the tracks. The tracks split us up and force us in these underpasses, dark and lonely underpasses under there, when we could have nice overland access that would be amenable and pleasant for people. What are your thoughts? Love to hear from you. Toodaloo!
There we go. Yeah. So there's this one here at Cavendish, and you can see this is the Falaise access here. So it's interesting to notice also the access to the Falaise. It's quite a distance from there's a light here to cross, and there's a light here to cross. And you can see actually the impact of that on the traffic. Like all this traffic, probably the light just turned when Google was going over and taking the satellite view here. You can see there's a few cars scattered here, and then it's like really close together here. So these cars are all backed up all the way to here, almost the full length of this thing. And yet there's no safe place to cross. And the justification for why there's no sort of in-between streetlight place is that we would disturb the cars too much, but they're already stopped. Like in this street view picture, all these cars are most likely backed up and stopped, and the light has just turned and a few people have just emerged from there. Maybe these were the leaders, or they've been stopped at another red light. There's another red light here, actually, and these folks are stopped, and a couple of people are going through here, and the rest are stopped here. So this is, again, my hypothesis is that we create unnecessarily this kind of zoom, 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 vroom, vroom, as these people that have been stuck at the light zoom, accelerate, only to be stopped at the next red light. So there's a combination of factors, ideas, and hypotheses in this video, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Toodaloo!